What we doing, Phil? You understand?
We're going to do come back. Yeah,
Video.
yeah, for the
Play.
day. For the day.
Oh shoot! I have the 25th, right?
Mhm.
January and the first. Most likely next Saturday. We're gonna announce.
You ready?
Later.
Hey guys, this is Brown Girl hashtag We Got This
Author Pamela J.
and Miss LT live on Sedora Radio, the station that's more than music.
Yes, hey.
Hey, Author Pamela
This
J.
is our second part of the show because we're doing it in parts because of YouTube and the music and all that good stuff. So you gotta remember to remind the people.
Remind them of what? Jesus. Why is she telling me?
But I'm like, tell people. Oh no,
Yeah, tell 'em.
remember that our YouTube are in parts, like part 1, part 2, and part 3, because we have to be careful with the music. We can only play music that we own. So we are playing the one song we own right now.
more to come, many more to come.
Yes, so we're going to be talking about, I am going to be filming soon the Brown Girl video to the remix. That's on iTunes. And I'm excited about that. Aren't you excited about that?
Absolutely.
And we're going to be doing, the casting call is for the little, it's going to be for little girls between the ages of 5 and 9. And we want to know what they like to do.
Mm-hmm.
Jump rope, play chess, play double dutch, jacks, pick up sticks, whatever they like to do. Because we're going to have this really beautiful, we need them to have natural hair if we prefer it. And we would like the moms to contact us at abookadream@gmail.com.
Spell that for them just to make sure.
ABOOKADREAM@gmail.com. And we want them to send headshots to us. We want them to send information about the pretty little girls, little brown girls, as we're going to be doing this video. And the casting call is going to be January 25th. And we will announce what Starbucks will be doing that by the end of the show. But it'll be the Starbucks in Brooklyn that we went to before. That's a nice one.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that'd be great.
And you have to call us, not call us, excuse me. You have to email us so we can give you a date.
Yes, only serious, interested individuals will have the location and all the information
to meet us to be a part of the Brown Girl video. So within the Brown Girl video, our casting call is January 25th, 2020.
And it's a closed set.
It's a closed set. Please, little girls between the ages of 5 and 9, natural hair preferred.
Not necessary, but
preferred. And we just want to, it's going to be a really great time with the video.
Yes.
And
it would be an amazing opportunity for your child if they want to have entertainment exposure. It would go great into their work portfolio. It will show other little girls, I can be whatever I want to be. And then when author Pamela J creates another EP, your success can be part of that video as well. So there's so many things that can flourish from this. So get your daughters involved. We're looking for natural individuals once again, but it's not necessary. This is going to be an amazing project.
Yes, thank you. And also we're going to do the casting calls for a Side Chick, the play that's going to be dropping 2020 this summer. So we're looking for individuals between men and women between the ages of 20 and 30. Ages of 20, I keep looking at the screen. 20 and 30 years old. We need you to send us a headshot and a 30-second clip, singing, doing a monologue, something, so we can see you got some type of skill to act live on stage. And you're going to be sending that to abookadream@gmail.com, and we're gonna spell it abookadream, ABOOKADREAM @gmail.com. Please, only serious people.
Yes.
Only serious people.
Make sure that in the subject of your email you put Side Chick 2020.
Yes.
In the subject, as well as in the body, it has all your contact information so that if we are interested from the clip to have you come in to read for us to ensure that you are fully capable to make this the best play ever.
Yes.
We're also looking for artists because we would
We
like
have
to
a sound-
debut their music,
We're
right?
gonna debut their music, and it's also gonna have an original soundtrack.
Exactly. So
So-
you want to be part of the original soundtrack.
For Side Chick, please also send your information to abookadream@gmail.com.
And the
Sample of your music, because it will be on the side, it will be in the play and also on the soundtrack.
Absolutely.
And this will be a great opportunity for everybody. Hey Reggie.
And we're
Thank you
looking
for logging in.
we're looking to actually, all the songs that are on the soundtrack, we want them to be performed during the play in some shape, form, or fashion, whether it's the intro, the outro, for intermission. So if you want that exposure, you have that talent, definitely hit up abookadream@gmail.com.
Yes. So I'm really happy about that. Also, I have some great news.
You have great news? Why are you whispering?
I have great news.
Now she's yelling.
The Deltas called me.
Deltas, who's that?
That is a sorority, a Black sorority, and they have a high tea in June.
A high tea, y'all.
And I am invited to be one of the authors that is going to be speaking, and my book will be available along with the coloring book Brown Girl.
Brown Girl.
So we are very excited about that.
Extremely excited.
Yes. So we're gonna be
big things happening.
Yeah. So we're doing a little something. Also, I want to talk about A Book and a Dream is also now a publication company. So we're gonna help authors publish their books.
Yes, we'll help them along the way.
Yes.
To make it a lot more easier. So a lot of people are very talented in writing. I'm talking to you. I'm not on my face. I'm not live. Anyway, a lot of people who are into writing, but then they don't want the frustration of the business and everything because it's work. And if it's your dream, then it's work that you're willing to do. But then there's others that, they're like, I still have to do my day-to-day, but I do have this wonderful piece of information that I would love to publish. So A Book and a Dream publications will support you from beginning to end.
And we have packages that we're going to put out soon.
Yes.
But we also, one of the biggest projects that we're going to put out this year that I'm very, very excited about. We're putting out our first magazine, and the magazine is called The Wall.
So A Book and a Dream Publishing, it has a magazine.
Yes.
So now, when will we be launching this magazine?
The magazine will be launched later spring, summer of this year.
Okay. And the name of it?
The Wall.
The Wall. So what's it going to be about?
Wall.
Enlighten the people.
The Wall is going to be a publication. It's a magazine basically talking about people that are behind the wall. Men and women that are in prison and what goes on behind the wall.
Okay, meaning what? Like what's going on within them?
Within their families. A lot of them do have their excellent talents. They are artists. They can draw. They have beautiful talents because they made a mistake and they're paying their debt to society, so to speak. They still are human beings, and
there's no reason to write them off.
Right, and a lot of them are very talented, and I'm very excited about
the Wall is going to highlight their talent.
It's also tell stories about people that's behind the wall, what happened, how many years they did, and when some of them that get out, people that got out, what they're doing now, how they're outside the wall. It's going to also talk about the frustrations of the families, what they go through when their loved ones are in prison behind the wall.
Okay, so that sounds very interesting. Now, the publication, A Book and a Dream, will be publishing it monthly?
No, it's every 4 times a year. Spring, summer, winter, fall. It's going to have quarterly. It's going to be spring, summer, winter, and fall. And we're going to have articles about certain gentlemen and women that's in prison, what they've done. Some people, what happened to them, why what made them get behind the wall, how have they changed, what their struggles, with their family members,
Mm-hmm.
their wives, their moms, because these people are
They
so
are.
they have families that it is a whole culture in itself behind the wall.
And as we learned last night, though, everyone doesn't necessarily belong there.
No, a lot of people don't belong there. They're there, like the Central Park Five, falsely accused, and they do years behind the wall, and it turns them into totally different people.
So, will it have an area within the magazine that, someone who is looking for advocates or looking for supporters, will there be a section in there for them as well? So like if someone who actually wants to help someone either become free, or some people don't have families, and yes, they committed the crime, and yes, they got to do their time, but it's also good to have support, so that they'll want, or they'll have the desire to be a better person, because they do know that they have somebody who has their back, that really trust and believe in them, because what they did in the past should literally stay there in the past. Yes, it's a lot of people don't reform, but a lot of people do. So the war will be a spotlight in that.
Like, huh? Yeah. Also with the war, we're gonna also have a radio show on NY Tadora Radio NYC.
Tadora NYC.
I will personally be producing the Women of the War.
The Women of the War. Now, let me know about that. Like, that sounds really interesting.
The Women of the War are moms, sisters, cousins, wives that have men that are behind the wall. How they deal with it, how they deal with the frustrations, how they deal with visits, how they deal with the CEOs being nasty and making us feel like we're prisoners as well. So it's going to be giving support. Mm-hmm. It's going to we're going to help people along the way, because this prison system doesn't come with instructions. And when you go to visit to different jail sites and different things, you don't know what to do. You don't know what day you're supposed to come on. You don't know what type of packages you can leave for your loved one. So it's going to be information for them on that. And very informative. It's going to also let them know different things they should do to help their loved one try to get home sooner. It's like to take different programs, to give encouragement, to give each other support, because this is a frustrating type of thing.
And also how the fathers and husbands can improve how to raise or still take care of their family from that long distance.
Yes, and it's a long distance, yes, and phone calls and letters, and now some of the prisons do have tablets where they can email and different things of that nature. And prison to me is just one big business, because emails are free, but you have to buy stamps and all of that.
See, that's a conversation for the wall. So anybody who's interested in learning more, make sure you stay tuned. Tadora NYC will be coming very, very soon. So just keep a lookout. We'll definitely be promoting it as soon as it is ready to launch. Yes, very exciting. I'm very excited about the wall and the Women of the Wall.
Yeah, and I'm one of the women. I will be also the producer of the show, but I'm also one of the women on
the Women of the Wall
to talk, and because I'm new to this whole thing.
Oh, are you a woman of the wall?
I'm a woman of the wall. I'm proud of being a woman of the wall. Also, I have a new book that is going to be coming out as well. Mm-hmm. Probably it's going to be for Christmas. And it's going to be called Am I Defined by My Address?
She's a thief. That is going to be a great. You're a thief.
A love story.
You are. Thievery, I'm telling you. Thievery, y'all.
So that story will be my story.
That's going to be an amazing story. And I love the title, Go Figure.
Miss LT gave me the title.
Okay, all right. See, now she's no longer a thief.
She gave me the name of the title, and she says that to me all the time, because I have met the love of my life.
Yes, and
I'm very happy.
And it shouldn't matter of
what his
address is.
And
don't be
adores
mad
me.
because I have 100-room apartment with like 500 roommates. I'm good. I'm never alone.
He adores me. She saw
like no other.
She
like no other.
She saw him herself. She met him.
When did I meet him?
Literally yesterday at the wedding.
At the wedding! Yay! Yesterday. I can't drink.
That's what you get. You can't drink. But no. So, and I love him.
How did that go?
It was amazing. I cried. He cried.
Well, you know what? What I would love for you to do, what I would love for you to do is, because people always have opinions, right? And it was such a beautiful thing. So just walk us through your day, like from the beginning. I mean,
yeah.
When else? We're talking. Okay, so walk us through from the time that you made it to the second room.
Okay. First of all, they make it difficult for you to go visit because they don't want you to visit. That's number one.
Why are you whispering?
Oh, that's number one.
They make it difficult.
They make it difficult.
How?
Because you can't have certain things on. You can't have like low cut shirts. You can't have see-through stuff.
I lost 5 pounds going to a wedding. I did. I really did, because I did so much wrong. I did so many things incorrectly.
Yeah, you have to lock up your bag. You have to lock up everything that's not needed. You have to get clearance 2 weeks before for your witnesses. You have to make sure. She said, can I make a bouquet? No. You have a cake? No. No. Everything was a no. So finally, when we get there, you go through the process, you write everything out, you write who you're coming to see, you tell people, I'm getting married today, or whatever.
Yay!
And she was in awe. She was like, you do this all the time?
Oh
my God.
All the time. And I was in a room full of people in the waiting, and I was telling them how blessed they are, how special they are, and how the people that they're coming to see should really appreciate their efforts, because I'm not doing it. No.
So,
it was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot.
Once we did that, we had to go back on the other side to let them know, okay, we cleared the mag, which is we go to like a metal detector or whatever. But they told us you can't have to take off your jewelry, you have to take everything off.
I had to get wanded.
Yeah, she had to get wanded because your bra can't have metal in it, because if it does, you have to take the bra off, put your shirt back on, put the
and then they hand you this dirty smock and says, you can put that on. Oh, where'd you get this from? It's white, but I tell you it had a hue of gray. I don't know if somebody's dead, if your cells were on it. Like, it was just wrong what they make people go through.
And then once all that happened, I got to meet the Reverend, who was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
She asked questions.
Yes, she did. She told me to shut up.
Stop it. She asked a lot of questions. She
why she asked the questions? Like, why did she start out like, I want to say this because
what do you mean?
She wanted to make sure
that we were ready for this.
And honestly, I really felt like she wanted to make sure you were sure that she knows he's sure. Yes, he's the top beneficiary of this transaction. So you could really tell she was like stressing if she was seriously sure that this is what she wanted to do.
And what did I say?
I do.
No, it was, but when she spoke to us, and first of all, when he came here, he was nervous. I was nervous.
What? He was taking a shower in front of us with no running water. He was scared.
He was sweating. But the whole process, the way she did it, she talked to us. She, quoted Bible scriptures. She let her know what part a male played in the
Yeah, and especially the male being at his address.
Yeah, at his address. And how I can't throw that in his face.
Ever.
Because
it's not his fault. This was her choice.
This is my choice. And people always say to me, oh, well, not always, but I've gotten criticized. I've gotten asked, what's the difference? I met him October 4th.
Okay.
I've been suffering with depression.
Okay.
Since October 4th.
Mm-hmm.
I have not been depressed.
Have not.
I've been very happy.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody that I see that knows me are like, you pregnant? I'm like, no, I'm not pregnant, because they say I'm glowing.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'm happy, or I'm different, or whatever's going on with me, what's going on, who's seeing what. And Miss LT can attest to my happiness.
Yeah.
So, since October the 4th.
Let me tell you, I'm sorry, I'm going to cut her off.
What?
They are so disgustingly and sickeningly in love. So after the wedding, we went to the table. And I tell you no lie, I was there less than 5 minutes, was like, oh, no, I am out. I'm the third wheel. They staring and gazing at each other, and they're supposed to. But I needed to see for myself, was he real? Was this real? And it was evident when I walked out that this is definitely something that seriously has touched her life and has changed her life for the better.
Yeah, it has.
Mm-hmm. She's like a 16-year-old giddy little girl.
So the wall is one of my projects that I'm really going to put out. So let people know it is not over. And also, Miss LT gave me the privilege of reading and to find out a documentary on Cetoya Brown Long.
Cetoya Brown Long.
Her story is amazing.
Okay.
I'm about to briefly tell you about
summarize
her. Please go on YouTube and watch her. And she has a book out. She was in prison for life. She was 16 years old and she killed her John. I guess they called him, like she was prostitute. Her pimp.
He had to go down.
She said it was hard on him to be killed.
Yeah,
she was 16 years old, and they, tricked her into confession or whatever, and she got life in jail.
Wow.
And at 16. So now, because of all of her, she went to college in there. She met her husband in jail.
While she was incarcerated.
And her husband happened to see her face.
So it doesn't just happen where it's the men who's incarcerated and the woman. Yes.
He wrote, he said he had no other reason to write.
And he ain't ugly, y'all.
He's a radio producer. He's the ex-wife of Pam from Total. From Pam from Total. And he said he hasn't had a long attention span, but her face was on YouTube, and he happened to press her story and found out about her. And he said the Lord told him to write this story for her. And he wrote her a letter. He burnt the edge of the page and sent it to her. And on the bottom of it, this is before he even knew, it said Cetoya, freed Cetoya Long. 2020.
But why did he burn?
He wanted for his letter to stand out, because she was getting a lot of letters in prison, and she happened to just happen to pick this letter out, and they told her not to even write people back, and something pulled her to write him back.
Okay.
And then they were writing for 4 months, and he decided to go see her in prison.
Okay.
He was giving her Bible scriptures and different things. And when he met his wife, she had exhausted all her appeals, so she wasn't coming home.
Wow.
And when he met her in prison 4 months after they were corresponding, when he walked into the jail, he said, "This is my wife." He said, "God, if this is my wife, why is she in prison?" And he told her, "Hold on, keep praying."
Mm-hmm.
And now she was released July 2019.
Oh, wow.
And he was telling, and if you watch their story, because I watched their documentary and I watched their story, and I want to read this, and I want to read her book,
Mm-hmm.
how she got a pardon from the governor of Tennessee, Tennessee,
Okay.
and she's home with her husband. And he also explained, he said, people think I just got with my wife. They was like, no, I bought her ring 4 months after I met her. He said, we was doing this thing. He said, I spent $12,000 on phone calls. He was like,
that's love.
He said,
I'm not spending $12,000 on somebody free.
So
that's love.
He spent $12,000 on phone calls. He was, one time they because she's like a celebrity in prison because they're talking about her and different things of that nature. And they stopped him from visiting for a year. They was like, oh, we found weed in your car. He was like, I don't even smoke weed. Oh, your visits are suspended for a year. So she couldn't see him for a year. Wow. Then when he came back, the cousin was driving him, and they searched his car.
Again.
In the car, again, there was a bottle of some type of liquor that they drank, but it wasn't even open. He said, I'm not bringing this to the jail. They suspended his visits again.
Oh, my God.
To discourage him. But guess what, y'all? She, by God's grace and mercy and prayer and all of the reading of the Bible, she is home free with her husband, and she's doing a lot of talking about, and because of her, she is one of the people that's they started looking, and now it's no such thing as teenage prostitutes. It's sex trafficking.
Oh, okay.
So
because of
her story and because of her documentary, and she's advocating for all of the young girls. So there's no more kids as prostitutes. It's sex trafficking. Because at 16, they said you are not conscious enough to make that decision. You don't know any better.
Mm-hmm.
So her story is amazing, and that gave me insight, and that's why I really want to put out the wall, because it is a culture behind the wall, and it's really a lot that goes on that people really don't know about. But you saw for yourself, it's a culture, it's a family in itself, and it's crazy because it shouldn't be like that. But they have no other choice because this is the hand.
They're besties in the visiting room. I mean, they were all socializing, and it was just like one big happy family, which I thought was like really too much of a comfort zone.
But it gets like that when you're doing this for 10, 12 years.
Yeah, you have no choice because you see them every day in and out.
But you need to know also it is like it's life after the war.
Mm-hmm.
It's life after the war.
Exactly.
It's life in the war as well, because they have to deal with that right now. So we want to be a support system so they can have their children and know, we going to one day come out, because it can happen. It can happen. So that's what the wall is basically going to be about. Corey, I love you. So that's your shout out for the day.
Yes, that's her hubby.
Yeah, his name is Corey Liggins.
Okay.
And I'm happy. That's all I can say.
Well, I'm glad you are, and I'm glad that this occurred where you came out of a little bit of a slump, and now you're back in effect.
Okay. Also, if you have anything that you want to add or talk to us about, please call us at 215-909-6070. That's the Door Radio. And that number again is 215-909-6070. You could call us. You can talk about what we're talking about.
Lydia is checking us out. She said, greetings, y'all.
Hey, Miss Lydia, we love you.
Yes. Oh, and Gwen is happy for Pam and her beautiful new union.
Thank you.
We also had a great visitor, Hawk. He said hi. How are you doing? He loves our show. So
thank you so much for tuning in and continue to watch and give us those ratings. Thank you. But if you have anything you want to ask or add, or ask me about the wall, or want to be a part of the Women of the Wall or the magazine,
or know anyone.
If you want to be a part of Classified, we're looking for also ads. You can put it in, you can advertise in the wall, different things that people need to know about in the wall. Please give us a call right now, or you can hit me up.
Actually, not right now. We're going to go to our Brown Girl Mix. We're going to take a quick break. But when we come back, please, 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 make sure you hit us up. Make sure you let us know, and definitely where can they reach out to you about the wall or the woman of the wall?
A book a dream at gmail.com, because we're still working on, getting the Facebook and all of the stuff up for the wall, the magazine.
Okay.
But it's going to be coming soon.
And real quick before we go for our beautiful break, who's the editor of the wall?
Editor-in-chief or creative director?
You're the editor-in-chief.
I'm the editor-in-chief of the wall, and this is our creative director,
Miss LT. So definitely, please make sure you get the wall, get onto the wall. We will let you know. We will have a magazine release party too. So, if you're interested in partaking in any of this, or even reaching out and helping any inmates, or, to be their support, let us know. We'll hook you up. Okay. Now we're going with Mary J. and Method Man.
Did you took your phone?
Okay, real quick.